China anxiously looking on. They've already picked up their bronze medal. Now they want to see if the men can win a gold medal. As we go to the men's team gold medal match, it will be China versus Korea. China out of the tunnel first. The Chinese team having an excellent week here in Antalya during the ranking rounds and the qualifying. They swept Chinese Taipei in the 1/8 round, delivered a 6-2 dousing of India in the quarterfinals, and then scored a 5-3 win over France in the semifinals. And you just saw just how strong that French team can be. But obviously China seeded 6th coming out of the ranking rounds with a lot of firepower as well. Shooting for China, Xing, Xuesong, and Wang. Wang 30 years old, Xuesong 21 years old, and Xing 24 years old. So a relatively young, but in this sport, you can still be 21, 24 and still be very experienced. You're a great example of that. You're 21, you've been shooting for 10 years.
Yes, and we had last year Marcus from Brazil. He's just 17 now, and he was shooting incredibly good. So we know that in archery, age doesn't speak so loud.
So here we go, introducing the team from Korea. Bonchan in the middle. On the right is Woojin, and on the left, of course, well, does he need an introduction? I don't think so, but we'll do it anyway. Hyek, the Olympic champion in 2012, along with Woojin, the World Cup finalist champion in Tokyo in 2012, and Bonchan, who's coming off a gold medal performance at Stage 1 in Shanghai 3 weeks ago at Stage 1 of the 2015 World Cup Tour. Korea this week with the 5-1 win over Great Britain in the 1/8 round. Then Korea swept Italy 6-0 in the quarterfinals and scored a 5-3 win over the USA. The USA, by the way, took the first set in that match, and then Korea got on its horse and came galloping after the United States and got the 5-3 win. So, Woojin, Bonchan, and Hyek taking on Xing, Xuesong, and Wang for China. And here's Woojin to start it off for Korea. That's the kind of start you're looking for.
Of course. Woojin is a really strong shooter, but sometimes he kind of gets affected too much by pressure, but of course a really good start by him.
Now the 22-year-old Bonchan. And what a luxury to have Hyek anchoring your team. 33 years old, ranked #1 in the world for a long, long time. And that's why.
Another camera shot.
Pressure? What pressure on China?
They're facing Korea. They can't expect anything else.
So a 9 to start it off for Xing. Xing has had success here in Antalya before. We'll talk about that as the match goes on. Now the second shot for China in the red ring. Not what they were looking for. And that will keep them within distance. At least they can see Korea. They're only down by 3. So Xuesong buries the 10. And here's Woojin. They just shoot 10s.
Very strong shot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, as far as he's comfortable, then all you can expect is 10s.
And you're surprised when it's not.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Bonchan was the champion in Shanghai just a couple of weeks ago, so he's also in a very good momentum.
People have talked about Hyek's style and the way that he shoots as being a little bit unorthodox.
Yeah, it's not really what you expect from a Korean, but it works.
He gets the results.
Yes, yes.
It's a bottom line business. We'll talk about his style a little bit more the next time he's up to the line. I want you to talk about that, Bernardo.
Yeah, sure.
So Korea has sewn up this first set. No way that China can catch them. Here's Wang, 30 years old. Won a mixed team gold medal here in Antalya last year. Scores 9 more points. And now China will try to make this score respectable. Hoping to get a 10 on this 6th and final shot of the first set. Instead, it's a 7, so matters not whether they drop the set by 6 points or 1 point.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's all the same. The 2 points, the 2 set points go to Korea, and Korea jumps out to a 2-0 lead, and they look just the way you expect Korea to look: strong, in control, in command.
Yeah, comfortable. They are looking confident. And Xuesong from China that finished the set. What I saw of interest in him, he was at the Chinese team that beat Korea at the Asian Games last year. Korea was shooting at their home turf in Incheon, and it was a very surprising outcome of the match that China won against Korea. They were very disappointed about this loss. So I think Gu should remember about this match. He should bring it up and talk about it with his teammates to say like, hey, they're not unbeatable, we can win. And
it's been done.
Yeah, and just fight until the end.
Not a lot for the Chinese fans to cheer about at this moment. However, that could certainly change in a hurry. China can get.
And we've got some Korean fans over there. It says, it's written in Korean. It's like, good luck, Korea, or just like, Korea, be strong. It's their word as fighting. It's really, literally fighting in Korean. They're speaking with a Korean accent, which means kind of good luck.
Well, right now, China's got a fight to get back in. Only down 2-0. And a 9 on the line. Paints that line. So Xing zings one in there. Xing won a mixed team gold medal here on the beach in 2013. Did it again last year, or I should say in 2010. So he's picked up a couple of gold medals in mixed team competition here as Wang puts one up very close to that 10 ring.
Yeah, but I think it got the line.
Xuesong. No doubt about it.
And he does it, yeah. Now let's see if Korea can keep up that good shooting from the first set.
It was an excellent start by China here in this second set. As we pan up, get a good look at Woojin. Woojin, 22 years old. Won that World Cup final in 2012 in Tokyo. That was really his breakout moment.
Yeah.
Of course, winning that World Championship in Torino in 2011, maybe that was his breakout moment.
And what is kind of fun is that he didn't go to the Olympics.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. He is world record holder, world champion, World Cup champion, and he couldn't make it into the Olympic team.
Didn't make it into the Olympic team. That tells you how intense and competitive it is on the national team for Korea. An 8 after the 9, and now a 10 by Hyek. So in a 1-point lead for China here in this second set.
And what is very different about Oh's form, about Oh's technique, is that he raises the ball to kind of to fit his hand into the grip. And then he lifts it again to draw and everything, and that's something very unique he does.
And we'll get another good look at that the next time he's up to the line. Now that's 7. Not going to help China's cause. They need to counter that with a 10 right here by Wang, who's been on the scene for 10 years. and drills it dead center. Fires him up. Let's see what it does for Xuesong. So a 7 and a 7 to go with that 10.
Yeah, things are getting complicated for China now.
They had a 1-point lead midway through this set, but certainly a very winnable set for Korea. As Kim Woojin way outside with a 6.
That is something we don't see often.
I'm looking at the flags. They're not picking up all that much. There's a gentle breeze coming off the sea. It's more what Korea expects. Bonchan coming through with the 10. Now a 9 will tie it. They'll split the set points. A 10 will give the set. Now look at this style.
Yeah, and also interesting to look at his release. He really opens the fingers.
So there's a 9. They tie at 52.
Yeah.
So the split points are, or the set points are split. Each team gets 1 point, and Korea moves ahead in the match 3-1. But China, that'll give them a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, China got the chance that they kind of didn't really deserve. They were shooting 7s, and you can't shoot 7s against Korea. But now they just have to forget about everything that has happened, the mistakes and everything, and just focus at the goal. They're still on the match, and they should go strong. They know they can beat Korea, and they really got to think about that.
Meanwhile, Korea knows they've got them on the ropes right now. If they win this set, match is over. They win it 5-1. They pick up the gold medal. We've talked about it this weekend, and you know, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting dynamic, I think, Bernardo. It's always, you know, some people like to play catch-up. Other people don't like to play with a lead. Sometimes it's tough to have that lead and close people out. But Korea, I've never seen them be uncomfortable having that lead. They know what to do with that lead once they get it.
Yes, they are completely used to being in the lead, to winning and everything. But also when they are trailing, when they're behind, it's not uncomfortable for them.
That doesn't faze them, no.
Yes, it's something, it's really impressive about Korean coaches. I don't know, it seems that they can speak something. When the team is not shooting well, they just say something, and then the team goes there and shoots a 60. It's kind of fun.
That's the magic. And there are the Korean fans on hand here in Antalya, Turkey, hoping to see their team make quick work of China. Somebody tweeting out the play-by-play, I'm sure, of this match. And there's a 10 to start it off for Kim Woojin. So Kim Woojin, who will be in the gold medal match later this afternoon, taking on Lee Sung-young. Here's Bonchan, who won the gold medal in Shanghai at stage 1 this year. Trying to win another gold medal here today. And Hyek. Mr. Oh, so good.
30. That's a very good start for Korea.
Of course, Korea last year won the gold medal here in Antalya, defeating Russia 6-0. That team, the same 3 archers, Kim Woojin, Bonchan, and Hyek. They're trying to go back to back. China trying to fight back.
Yeah, and I think this Korean team will be their team at the World Championships. It was exactly the same team as Shanghai, and here they're shooting really strong. I think they're going to use the same squad for Copenhagen.
More experience, more familiarity as they get ready for Copenhagen. Nicely done.
I think China's back into the match.
Wang.
Oh, and it turned out last set was not a tie.
Oh, they changed the score. Okay, so we are tied at 2-all.
That's what we want to see.
All right, so we have a real match going on. Nobody's missing.
Even though it was a long hold by Kim Woojin, he got it into the 10. By the way, it usually happens with him. When he's under pressure, he holds much longer than he usually does.
Bonchan. The first one to blink.
Yeah, didn't seem to be very relaxed to release.
Ooh, very, very close. Very close. They'll put the asterisk by that 8.
Yeah,
And now an opportunity for China.
might not have touched the line.
We thought China was down 3-1 after that second set. They changed the score, so it was tied at 2-all. And now China with a chance to move ahead in this match. And they're well on their way. 2 more solid shots.
Yeah, that's all they need.
They don't have to be perfect, but they have to be solid shots. They have to be in those yellow rings. I'd say so. Pinpoint precision by China.
Are we gonna see a 60?
Going for 6 in a row right here. Got it.
And we got it. Amazing, amazing.
Xuesong, 21 years old.
This Chinese team, they might seem kind of not so experienced, but actually they have 2 archers that have been to the Asian Games, and Xing, he was at the London Olympics, so they are very experienced archers. I think they don't have a lot of experience shooting together, but as individuals, they do really have a good quality.
They are coming together right now. They are a team. They're in this together right now. And the Koreans with their backs against the wall right now. So Korea trying to go back-to-back after winning the gold medal here on Konyoulti Beach last year, trying to do it for a 2nd year in a row with the same 3 archers. But right now they trail by 2 points as we head to the 4th set. But we've said it before, we'll say it again. Korea's been in this situation before. They don't get rattled very easily.
They don't. They didn't have an easy time with the United States. They're not having it again with China. But I think they completely can shoot strong and go for the gold. Well, now all that they can do is win this set and go for the shoot-off.
Shoot-off, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Capturing all the sights and the sounds here on Konyoulti Beach. Here on Archery TV. Carl Archie along with Bernardo from Brazil. The world will be heading for Rio in a year. Can't wait for the next Olympic Games.
Me neither.
Can't wait for this next shot. There's a great one from Kim Woojin. Kim Woojin doing what Kim Woojin does. Bonchan raising that bow, bringing it down. Looks steady, but a little high and to the right. About 1 o'clock. Hyek settling in. Calm, cool, collected. Holds it a long time, but it pays off.
Yeah, there it is.
I think he knows what he's doing.
He knows, and his strongest asset is his mental side. He's really strong. When he has to shoot a 10, you can count on him.
Steady bow hand and a steady shot right there for China's Xing Yu. 30-year-old Wang. He liked it when he let it go.
Yeah, he did.
He looked confident.
Also impressive about the Chinese team. They don't have Dai Xiaoxiang, who was bronze medalist at London, but still they have a really good team.
So we're all even at 29 apiece here in the fourth set. The men's gold medal match, stage 2 Antalya. Back and forth we go.
Woojin with a very classical Korean form.
Mr. Kim with a typical Korean result.
And Bonchan, as you mentioned last shot, that he raises a lot his bow arm. Maybe to get the momentum when going down to make the draw.
Quick release, ends up in the 9 ring. So what will the final tally be for Korea here in this fourth set? It's in the hands of Woojin. Mr. O. Oh, so good.
These two shots didn't seem very relaxed or confident, but all the same, it doesn't matter. It was there.
But he looks so calm and placid as he's shooting.
Yes, yes. He's Olympic champion after all.
China with a chance to take this set in the match. They've got to shoot really well, though. They start off with a 9, so they need 2 10s here to split the set points and win the match. Otherwise, we're heading for a shoot-off. Wang in the 10 ring.
Now they're just a 10 away from the gold.
A 10 to win. Anything less and it's a shoot-off. There's the 10. It's over.
Amazing, amazing.
China has done it.
Very well-deserved gold medal. Amazing. Look at them celebrating. They're really happy about it. It's not every day that you win against Korea.
How do you spell relief with the win over Korea? And the Chinese flag is flying here on Antalya on Konyaaltı Beach. After a slow start, China kicks it into gear, puts it together, and comes up with a huge win, an upset of the top seed Korea here in the men's team gold medal match. So Korea will not go back-to-back, won the gold medal last year in this event, but will settle for silver this year.
Yeah, so far Korea is not having a really good, a very good year in the men's side. In Shanghai, they lost against Japan in the final, and now they're losing against China. You can bet that they're going to work very hard, like sit down and see what went wrong, and they will be strong for the World Championships in Copenhagen.
And we talked about this at the start of the broadcast, Bernardo. This was a day, or at least a session this morning in the team competition, that Korea had a chance to get 2 gold medals. They end up going home with 2 silver medals.
Yes, yes. As we say, nothing is guaranteed in archery.